3 days in a row.
The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
Alright, so... yesterday, I established that I had made a mistake when I bought infinite ammo for the Dragoon rifle. I only did that because I was playing on hardcore, and I knew that Chris would need a lot of help getting through his section, mainly because I had Ethan all kind of spec'd out and ready to go with his equipment. But I have a way of handling the fact that Chris has infinite ammo for the Dragoon, and I can still keep it fair. Alright, so let's make one change with the shortcut. And now we are ready. This is, I guess, the War of the Rose. Chris is coming into the village from a different section.
Hey, Alpha, look at this.
The SAA. They've gone too far. Christ.
Looks pretty rough down there. How are you planning on reaching the objective?
First, we're gonna have to take that thing out.
I've got your back, boss. Let's get to work.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
I want to know if Chris is still part of the BSAA at this point, because it seems like he's not.
Watch out.
By the way, this is a fun handgun to use. I like Chris's handgun.
Clear, moving out.
Roger that.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I could take them.
Don't get caught.
I want to know how they made that little pathway over there.
What the hell is that thing?
So I'm gonna need the rifle for this section.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go. Large mutated bioweapon sighted.
That one died. This one follows suit. They're both dead. And I'm gonna discard a stack of 100 rounds, even though I only use 60. When I no longer have any assault rifle ammo in my inventory and I use it all up,
Roger.
I will not be allowed to reload, and I will enforce a restriction on myself that I can't use the assault rifle anymore. That's all. Is there anything in here I could grab? No? Okay. Just want to make sure. Try to go down that way, you can't.
Umberized, I need some backup.
I really wish that, you know, Chris's squad would come through here with him and help him fight. I know he's got a sniper on his team. I wish that guy would at least take, like, occasional shots at enemies that are in your way.
I've never heard of a mutant mycete colony growing so huge.
Boy, the critical hit chance on this gun is amazing. Headshots are almost too easy. Literally, every time I hit them in the head more than once, it explodes.
She thinks she died and gone to hell.
Oh, I love this weapon for that reason. God, it is nice.
I've reached the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss.
I'm gonna start doing this thing where I make my way around.
All
So,
right.
if you actually come around to this side, there's a little supply
Reloading
cache
now.
here,
Just a minute. This is
which
slow
is
heading.
valuable. Ah, I used that too soon.
Okay, Captain. I'm reloaded. Ready when you are. Takes a minute to turn
Hold out a little longer.
Keep the laser on it as long as you can. And also rapidly expanding. It must be something stimulating you. Hold your horses. I'm reloading. Is that launcher progress?
I wish I had that exploding barrel for this part.
I'm reloading. Where should I be next?
Alright. No choice.
Captain, they must be after the Megamycete too.
How many are there? Everyone okay?
Here's what'll be fun. I come in here.
And
Keep me up.
There's another supply cache back here?
is the target locator working? Damn it, these things are using weapons. Sure they're thinking the same about you. Bioweapon numbers are increasing. We need to finish them off quick.
There we go. There we go.
Take that!
Good. Megamycete must be below.
Alright, what other supply caches have I missed? I feel like there's a lot more, and I'm just not aware of them, because I found this one just the other day. I had no idea that that one was a thing. Alright.
I found a way down.
So far we've avoided using a lot of our resources. But what we're gonna do now... Okay. We got what we need.
I'm going in, the rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
So now we're gonna have a boss fight. If you look, you could kind of see like the creature right there. His little mace ball, his spiked mace ball is right there. But let's go have some fun. Now, you're supposed to
Guarding the Megamycete, huh?
use like the targeter to attack him. But if you get behind him, you can shoot his back.
Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Hold on till I get there.
That's 30. Now, if you only use the targeter to hit this guy, it'll take like, I want to say 2 or 3 hits. Ah, alright guy, Jesus. Oh, I'm not even at his back.
Good. I'll signal with the locator. Nice. Thought so.
When he's down,
Reloading now. Just a minute.
just pump rounds into his back.
Hostile bioweapon.
Reloading. Ready when you are.
The more you hit him before
keep
you
going.
have to use the locator, the
If you
easier it
stay above
is to, by the way, I also got to discard a stack of rifle ammo. I've never had this many resources for Chris's section. It is insane that if you miss those 2, supply drops, that you don't get nearly as much stuff. Look at all this. And I've been tossing 100 rounds for every 60 or 90 I shot, so if I wasn't throwing out rifle ammo that willy-nilly, we'd have a lot more stuff to work with here. Oh my god, alright. This is cool. I like this a lot.
So if Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one? I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan. I found it. It's the Megamycete. Alpha to squad. I've located the Megamycete.
So now we can end this mess after all.
About damn time. N2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going in.
Roger that. Standing by.
Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah.
I like how Chris kind of admits that he
This must
messed
be
up.
Miranda's lab.
So these 4 books, you'll see like the crest of each of the lords on them. It kind of just explains on how useful Miranda finds them in her experiments. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies, blah, blah, blah. Oswald Spencer. So, Spencer learned from Miranda.
Here.
So that's how they're tying this whole thing into
way.
the original games. Which I feel is kind of an ass pull.
Show me your hands! I'm Bryce, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you're safe, Mia. Why are you here?
I was caught in Houston experiments.
Good.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait! You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it! You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything! And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is... gone. I couldn't save him. But I can save Rose. Come on. It's not safe here after all.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... you don't understand how special he is.
I tried to keep this a secret, even though keeping it a secret was like the worst possible decision I could have made. And also, don't get on Chris's case for not keeping you safe. You're the one that smuggled the mold for the connections. God, I hate her as a character. I really do. She is a garbage human being.
What's going on?
Oh boy. Now this entire segment can be a cutscene. Instead, you can move around, but he's gonna move at the speed of, you know, ice. Just walk forward as soon as you can. This should just be a cutscene.
Did I get here? God, freezing. This shit in my body.
You're so dumb.
Evelyn? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... no. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong. It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
What are you saying? I can still...
See? Miranda didn't kill you. You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember. Years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack. You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! What am I? I did all that. Rose. Mia.
Now do you get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold. You can't ever see your family again.
Family.
This is where Dominic Toretto would come in and be like, but nothing is stronger than family.
Rose, I have to save my daughter.
You're already dead. Dead!
I will save Rose!
I will save you no matter what, Rose. It's a cute little baby that's a half bioterrorist. By the way, I hate that reveal. It is the worst plot twist, not only in this game, but in any game. It's absolutely garbage. The very fact that, oh, Ethan died in the Baker house. Alright, let's just talk about why this is a bad reveal.
At last, he awakes.
After the Duke talks.
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see. But to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We should arrive shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that. We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Alright, so Ethan is basically confirmed to be part of some kind of...
I gotta go.
...mold thing. Yeah, I've never actually looked back here before. Let me take the opportunity to scope it out. Alright. Nothing back there, really. There's Magnum ammo. I never knew that was there, so... good little reveal for me.
This is your last chance.
Alright, let's sell everything that we don't need anymore. Like the mechanical heart, crystal mace, the Heisenberg. The cigar! We'll give the Duke a cigar for $3,000. Oh god. Yeah, we have a lot of... Let's sell the flashbangs. We don't need those. And we'll sell the mines. And we'll sell the pipe bomb while we're at it. We don't need this stuff.
Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it. This may be our last meeting. Be sure you have all you need. What? Ah, it's fine. All finished. Aha!
Is there anything I want to sell to get to that? Oh, that's a tough one. Nah.
Amat Victoria Coram. Please, be well.
Thanks.
So let me just pick up the last of the handgun ammo, and we'll take this opportunity to arrange our inventory. And I think that'll be it for this video. Next time we will fight Mother Miranda. Nah, you know what? I can't do that. That would be ridiculous, all things considered. So, we will be fighting Mother Miranda right here, right now. It is time. We have plenty of resources, such as explosive rounds, ammo for our various firearms. Boy, we have a lot of ammo and healing items, so let's just take a look. I think our primary weaponry will be the handgun and the shotgun. Let's actually... We have 5 explosive rounds, and... Alright, so I could fire the grenade launcher 6 times. Let's just load in the Magnum, so we only have 1 round left in the inventory. This is going to be a rough one.
Out of my way.
Unfortunately, any enemy you kill now does not drop anything of value. It'd be nice to get a little extra money right here, just to carry over into any new game plus, but... Unfortunately, that's not meant to be.
I gotta keep going.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come to me. Is that you? Oh, how I've missed you! What? My power is leaving me!
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Give Rose to me. Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly,
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment. And you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled! Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters.
Yeah?
You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully. You understand the love of a parent.
Not letting you get away.
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn
The
kid,
Megamycete
not yours?
saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Die! Be swallowed into the Megamycete! Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
Die, 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 die!
Gotta wait till she gets closer.
I will take back my daughter! If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day. Why? Why won't you tell me? Cease this foolishness.
I really do like her various transformations and abilities that she uses.
No need of Rose now. So close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter. You psycho.
You won't. You walking corpse. This is how you end, Ethan Winters. To ensure I never see your face.
Alright. Time to take out Mother Miranda. Thank God they just let you have ammo for that scene. I mean... Okay. Yeah, so... Ethan being dead since Resident Evil 7 is the worst plot twist.
It's alright, Rose. It's alright.
I refuse to accept that. It's so awful as part of the story, like, oh yeah, he's been dead the whole time. But only now is he starting to, like, turn into ash and dust like the other mold-infected enemies do. Only now. I guess if the other enemies, like, died without realizing it, they wouldn't have turned into ash, they would have just revived.
Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Not to mention, he's been dead for all this time and no one realized it but Mia.
I think we've finished each other.
That's so terrible. And it's trying to give an importance to Mia that's very unwarranted. Like, let's be honest. In Resident Evil 7, both Evelyn and Jack kind of talk into Ethan's mind at different parts of the game. Jack does it at one point where Ethan's supposedly knocked out and on the ship. Jack doesn't know he's dead at that point.
Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky
Jack
high.
can't tell him, hey, you're dead, buddy?
Look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia. I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan.
The hero wears a windbreaker. And by the way, if Ethan was dead and nothing but mold the whole time, all this does is absolutely prove that the serum they needed to make in Resident Evil 7 was absolute nonsense. Because he was nothing but mold, so he was able to get away without getting cured. But Zoe and Mia couldn't get away if they didn't get cured. That makes absolutely no sense.
Rose?
Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No! We can't go, not without my husband!
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain.
You need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
The hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's gotta pay.
So yeah, this whole thing just feels... I don't even know how to describe it, but it literally just feels like they retroactively made Ethan dead the entire time to add unwarranted, like, importance and mysticism to him. Like, hey, if we say he's been dead the whole time, that shows how powerful the mold is. It's like, there's elements that are added in, and it feels like they weren't well thought out. Like, hey, what if we say Ethan's dead, and that he's been infected with nothing but mold the whole time, like that's been his entire body, and then we say that Spencer learned under Miranda. It's like... There's two things. Either Mia knew about Miranda because that's how the connections got the mold, and you know, she should have told everyone about Miranda and this village so that they could have been protected. So her little rant to Chris about, you know, you should have protected us is nonsense because she didn't tell Chris about the source or origin of the mold. Or the connections just happened to get the mold from the village in Miranda, and there's no explanation as to how they did it. They just did it. Either way, it feels like a really lazy plot twist.
You gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more, in turn, is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Hello, my tears, because of you, I am who
I don't know. If the connection somehow got a hold of the mold without anyone knowing, that makes no sense. Because it feels like the only one who could have gotten a hold of the mold and done anything without Miranda knowing or caring would have been Spencer. And he died long before any of this happened, so he couldn't have gotten a hold of it. Further, you know, I want to know if Mother Miranda's been alive this whole time. If she's really been alive this whole time and dealing with everything. You know, is she aware of, like, what happened with, like, I guess the C-virus incidents that hit China, or the fact that in Europe, Sadler and Salazar and Mendez were running around infecting people with parasites? Is she aware of that stuff going on? Like, I gotta wonder if, like, when these villains are running around and doing anything, you know, is there any indication that they're aware of each other and they might have to engage each other in combat because they have to make sure that the other person doesn't stop their own evil plans? It just feels so weird and tacked on to have Mother Miranda be alive for all that time. I mean, it is kind of a cool idea, but it's also weird because it's like, well, what does the mold do? It either keeps dead bodies alive or it keeps you alive forever. See, I think it would have been a better plot twist if it turned out that Mother Miranda, like, if the Megamycete can catalog people, it'd be a better plot twist if she was using the Megamycete to download her consciousness into a new body, like, every couple decades. And it's, oh, I'm going to use Rose as a vessel, and she'll be a perfect vessel because she was born from two people infected with the mold, so her body will last a long time and give me amazing powers. And, you know, that would have been a better twist in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of three, I guess, maybe technically all of the villains in a way, except for Heisenberg. Like, Lady Dimitrescu had her daughters. Donna Beneviento wanted to be someone's daughter after losing her parents. Mother Miranda wanted her daughter back. So it all ties in with Ethan searching for his daughter. I mean, there's some good stuff in here. And I still love the game. I just feel like most of the game was written with a certain plot and goal in mind. But just that, like, you get to the end of the game, and it's, oh, Ethan's been dead the whole time. Gotta throw that twist in there. And then that way it's like, oh, well, that makes Rose even more special, and then we could justify having the third game in this trilogy be about her. Because let's face it, the Resident Evil games are kind of shaping up like the Star Wars movies. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 are kind of like Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. They're the originals. Pretty much everyone loves them. Yeah, they look a little dated today, but they're still fun movies to watch, and people enjoy them. Resident Evils 4, 5, and 6 are like the prequels, where there's good ideas in those games, but a lot of the execution is poor, so that overshadows whatever good ideas they had. In a way, they're also kind of reverse. 4's the best of the previous trilogy, like 4, 5, and 6. Resident Evil 4 was the best one, whereas with the prequel trilogy, the last one that came out was the best one. I mean, comparatively speaking, at least. And then, in this new trilogy, you know, 7, 8, and 9, both for Star Wars and for Resident Evil, it feels like there's good ideas in there, and there's just bad execution, but it's hard to tell what outnumbers what. It feels like with Resident Evil 8, the execution's good and the good ideas are plentiful. So it makes up for Resident Evil 7 not being great. I know a lot of people love that game, and that game does a lot of things right, but its story is just so convoluted and dumb. Then add the Ethan was dead the whole time twist, and 7 becomes even dumber. Somehow. Retroactively.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon
It does. But
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed. Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
She just
keep it together, Rose.
She's just a kid, but you made that joke about her.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Here's the other problem. If they want to continue in 9 with Rose being the main character, every other character in Resident Evil is going to be aged drastically, because I think Chris was born in like 1973, which is why, you know, that's how he's 25 years old by the time Resident Evil, the mansion incident occurs. So, Rosemary, unless you're going to have her be like a teenager in Resident Evil 9, you know, Chris is going to be in his 60s. Because in this game, he's, I want to say at least 47, because this game takes place in 2021. So he's at least 47, if not 48 years old. So the problem, and there's several problems of having Rose be the main character of the next game. Either, yeah, we'll save. Yeah. So since we did that, I'm actually going to load up the other file I've been playing through and just show off some of the fun weapons I've unlocked. So, and I'm just going through and playing on different difficulties to unlock different things. I'm currently working on playing through standard mode just to get the points. I will eventually be trying to do mercenary runs. Maybe if I could figure out how to get at least double S rank on every mercenary mission, I'll do videos on how to do that. But yeah, so here's the problem with playing as Rose in Resident Evil 9. Every other main character is going to be too old to really be of relevance, and they're going to be, like, shuttled to the side. Or, and this is what, you know, can really be a problem, the fact that Rose has powers is an issue. It really is, because the game's going to turn out one of three ways. either Rose doesn't use her powers because she doesn't like to. She's like, you know, Sherry Birkin, where she doesn't like to make use of them, and she just runs around with a gun. Maybe the most she'll use is any regenerative ability she has, which is absolutely stupid. So, real quick, the rundown is we have the WCX. This is the assault rifle from Resident Evil 3 Remake. This is also the SYG. I don't have infinite ammo for it, but I do have the other upgrades that you can get once you beat the game at least once. This is the hand cannon. It uses rifle ammunition. It's not nearly as powerful as the Stake Magnum, even though it says using sniper rifle rounds makes it more powerful than a Magnum. But as you can see, its power is only 3,200, whereas the Stake has a power of 4,500, also has a 28 round capacity, which is insane. And this is the Karambit knife. I will not be doing a knife-only run with just the Karambit. I'm going to try to unlock the lightsaber, because that just looks like fun. So if we run around... Now this rifle is great, because you can just unload with it. The Stake is also pretty fast firing. You could just unload with this thing. And then you have the hand cannon. Now, a few other things with the hand cannon. I just want to show off a comparison of stats. So, the reload speed on the Stake is 1.2 seconds. The rate of fire is 0.8 seconds. The hand cannon... The reload speed is 1.8 seconds, and the rate of fire is 0.9 seconds. So its stats are much worse than the Stake Magnums. But the fact that it uses rifle ammo and not Magnum ammo makes it. If you don't have infinite ammo for either weapon, the hand cannon is a good weapon to have, if only for the fact that sniper ammo is a lot more abundant in this game, and as a result, this weapon becomes more practical to use in different situations. You could justify using it on basic enemies, and it's still good enough to use on boss monsters. So... But anyway, as far as Rose is concerned, if she chooses not to use her powers, so there's 3 ways that Resident Evil 9 could turn out. She chooses not to use her powers at all, unless it's like for defense or healing, which makes her a very boring protagonist, because she has these powers, but she's not going to use them to save the world. And then the plot line will be like, at the end of the game, she'll have to use her powers to save the world. So she'll use them and show how overpowered she is, and make you angry that you didn't get to play with them the entire time. Option 2, and again, a lot of what I'm speculating on comes from Heisenberg speculating on how strong Rose is and saying, like, oh, Ethan doesn't know how strong she is. Rose at the end saying she has abilities that not even Chris knows about. Mother Miranda seeing how strong Rose is. There's a lot that is, like, building up Rose to be, like, a god-tier character. Like how when Wesker fought Alexia Ashford, Alexia was able to beat him, and Wesker couldn't even touch her, even though he was, like, at a god-tier level of strength, as seen in Resident Evil 5. So, the second option is that you play as Rose, and she uses her powers, but her powers are so overpowered that the game is boring. Like, the enemies have to scale with her at that point, which just means, like, okay, now there's no fighting a bioweapon where having firearms or any traditional weaponry makes sense. You might as well fight them with nukes. because otherwise they're just too powerful. It's like you're dealing with the psychics from Akira at that point. And the third option for a game starring Rose is that she has her powers, but they're so underwhelming and weak that it's like, well, she was built up to be this powerhouse, and in order to make sure that you can't just breeze through the game, you made her the weakest she possibly could be. Like, she just barely has enough power to let you know that she has power, but that doesn't really amount to anything. So, it's annoying. It's frustrating. It really comes off like Capcom backed itself into a corner. I get the feeling that unless they are really careful with how they make Resident Evil 9, it's going to be a problem. So I'm a little concerned about that game. But fortunately, we just got through a stretch of time where Capcom, from 2017 to now, so 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. 2017, we got Resident Evil 7. And even though I have my problems with that game, there's a lot of good things in that game, like the character control, the Resident Evil engine, the weapons that they have available. I liked a lot of it. Then in 2019, we got Resident Evil Remake 2, or Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was great. It gave us, a really nice reimagining on Resident Evil 2, and I like the third-person perspective in the Resident Evil engine. In 2020, we got Resident Evil 3 Remake, and even though people don't find that game to be as good as the Resident Evil 2 Remake, I still like 3 Remake a lot. I thought it did some very interesting things of having the point shop where you could buy different abilities and stuff. Or not abilities, weapons and power-ups, like the coins that give you extra attack, extra defense, extra regeneration. And in 2021, this year, we have Resident Evil 8. So in 5 years, they put out 4 games that I would rank at least with a score of 7 out of 10. At least. Meaning that they're solidly good games. I think I would give Resident Evil 7 a 7 out of 10. Resident Evil's 3 Remake and 8 an 8 out of 10. And Remake 2 a 9 out of 10 at least, if not a 10 out of 10. The games are just fantastic. They really show what can be accomplished when Capcom, puts their all into remaking a game. So, 4 amazing games over 5 years. I think Capcom has earned a bit of a rest, and I think that should give them plenty of time to work on Resident Evil 9 and try to take it in a direction where it's not going to ruin whatever momentum 7 and 8 have developed. I think the best way that they could make 9 is make it where Rosemary's not an adult, make her where she's a teenager still. So if she does have powers, maybe she can't fully use them yet, so she has to use guns, and then you can't just sweep through the game with her powers, and that way you have a reason for her not being as strong as she should be, based on what Heisenberg and everyone else has said. So I think that'd be a good way to do it, but I don't know, I'm just one fan. Anyway, we fought the War of the Rose, we got our daughter back even though we died in the process, and we have beaten Resident Evil 8. In the future, I'm not sure what kind of content I'm going to do for this game. I still have to finish up my final exploration video of Resident Evil 3 Remake, but for this game, I don't know if I'm ever going to do any extra walkthroughs. The most I might ever do would be like a knife-only run, and that really depends on everything else I do with this game. I definitely want to try to get at least double S rank on all the mercenary modes, mercenary stages, I should say. And if I could do that and do it consistently, I will post videos on how to do that as well. But for now, thank you to everyone who's going to be watching this as a VOD. Hopefully you enjoyed this walkthrough of Resident Evil 8 Village, and I will see you at some point in my next video. Bye-bye, everyone.